this was an auction and mixed lot of 125 Spider-Man, Avengers, X-Men, etc., etc. And I was ready to just go through it and not pay too much attention to it. But then one picture caught my attention. So deep up here, there's 125 books here. We'll go through them really quick. And it's these guys. And granted, I'm telling you right now, the condition is actually quite horrible on most of these. You can see that there's a lot of scuffs and a lot of situation going over. There's no, nothing too key with these. I actually ended up throwing some of these in the garbage because they were just like, look at this. I mean, like there's stuff that got stuck in here. There's rusty staples. This is just, you know, dismal condition. So definitely nothing to brag about. Let's set these to the side. Here's actually something that's a little nicer. New Mutants, number 60. What was Spidey? 19. Defenders, 91. Amazing Heroes, which was a fun publication at the time. I used to actually collect these when they came out. Gorgeous, gorgeous Mike Mignola and Art Adams classic cover. Love this. But again, really, really bad shape. I mean, this one passed the fine grade. Magic number 3. Ugh, look at that. Got dinged pretty bad. Conan the Destroyer. Ouch. Looked like the book got destroyed. Oops. Sorry. Warlord. Let's move these out of the way. Marvel Saga number 1. Actually pretty. I love this series. Actually, I used to collect these as well when they came out. Thor 352. These were about like $1 or $2 each if you were to actually flip them. Showcase Green Lantern number 22. MCP featuring Wolverine number 86. Alpha Flight number 1. Another Defenders, Kevin Nolan, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Secret Wars 1 out of 6. Again, really, really nothing exciting at all with these, but they're still fun read. By the way, they have so much dust on them. Let's see. I mean, if I was to attempt to clean one of them, you'll probably see a lot of gunk that I could pull out of it, out of the cover. Look at this. Horrible. It's just horrible. But this is a cool Amazing Heroes, by the way. Issue number 46. I don't know if it's like one of the first early appearances of Power Pack, but still a nice cover. Superman Man of Steel 19. Number 19. It's probably like a $2 book, but not in this condition. Fantastic Four 209. Introducing Herbie the Robot. I think that this one is worth like $5 or so. This is in somewhat better shape, even though, again, like around like a 5.5. FF. Official Marvel Index of FF6. Now this lot did have a few complimentary, not to be sold issues of G.I. Joe. I wonder what that is. Was that like some sort of like a Marvel file copy of sorts? I don't know, but it's in such horrible shape. Ooh, look at the sun fade on this. Almost looks like a variant. Horrible, look at this. Ouch. Magic number 1 does command rather big bucks. It's like a $20 book if it's in shape, but not in this condition. I mean, it's all chewed up and everything is pretty bad over here. Look at this. Oh, horrible. Probably going to end up giving this away. New Mutants 21. Slightly better shape. Another Amazing Heroes. Look at this. Why do I keep on cleaning just the Amazing Heroes one? I don't know. That's pretty horrible. Look at this. Okay. Captain America 302. Another comics interview chewed up. Oh my god. Horrible. Captain America 281. Hulk 290. Conan 148. Another Amazing Heroes, number 44. Power Man Iron Fist, 108. Let's go through these real quick. Indiana Jones, number 20. Rum, number 51. Defenders, number 140. That's cute Gil Kane cover. Defenders, 126. Comics Interview, number 7. Here's another one of those complimentary copies. I wonder what that means. Ouch, look at that. What happened there? Oof. House of Mystery presents I, Vampire. Let's go through these quick. We have a Spidey in somewhat better shape, number 100. Avengers Annual 13. Wizard Special on Kenny X-Men. Raiders of the Lost Ark, number 1. Yeah, this is in pretty shape. This is probably, this will probably yield like about like $5 or so. Here's another G.I. Joe 11 complimentary copy. X-Men 185. Frank Sirocco cover, beautiful. He did some really nice covers back in the day. Nova 8. Sergeant Rock 373. Captain America 308. X-Men A versus X. Here's a New Mutants number 87, but that's a reprint. Still, that could be pressed. That could be saved, probably $5 book after it's pressed. Move on to the rest of a lot over here. New Defenders 143. West Coast Avengers number 4. Let me get this out of the shot. Green Lantern 188. This is in somewhat better shape, I want to say, yeah. But again, books like these are just random. Marvel Universe number 2. Action number 539. Marvel Age number 18. It's a pretty ripped up New Defenders 127. You ready for more? There's a lot more. Okay, let's see what we're standing with this. These are already bagged. Ultimates 2 number 1, Ultimate X-Men number 62. There's a run of X Factor, so these are in better shape already, thank God. Number 46, number 45, 44, 43. This is a cute little run of 2 Art Adams books that came at the time, 42, 41. Avengers number 1, Heroes Return. I thought it said Heroes Retire. So there's clearly a straight run of X Factor over here. I could see that. Rob Liefeld cover. 51. Cloak and Dagger number 1. X Factor. And here's classic X-Men number 41. X-Men Deadly Genesis. I guess that's what that is. Number 5. Daredevil 459, or you should number 79, sorry. X-Force number 36. X-Factor 29, 28, 27, 49. Some more X-Force, X-Factors. Has a cute Boom Boom appearance. Let's see what's the condition of that one. Yeah, this is not bad actually. Yeah, we're like a very fine mintish. Nice. Okay. Getting close to the wire here. X-Force, pretty harsh thing. X-Factor 34, JLA 5, JLA 4. So here's a nice classic X-Men number 4. Beautiful, beautiful Art Adams cover. Number 34, Ultimate X4, X-Factor number 17. 16, 13, gorgeous dark Jean Grey, 11 in a newsstand, 35, X-Men Classic number 100, Cap number 312, another Classic X-Men 38. So quite the run here on X Factor and Classic X-Men. That's nice. 37, X Factor 48. Here's a run of, I wonder if this is complete, Logan number 1 through 3, is it? I guess so. Yeah, cool. These are like the second print variants. So these are like the black and white sketch variants, I guess. Not bad. Cute. X-Force 41. Here's a comics interview with a nice Steve Rude cover. Oh, there's a nice Classic X-Men number 1. Let's pop her open. See what the shape on that one. This is a book that has been slightly creeping up in price. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, again, very fine near mintish. Around like a 9.0 here. Page quality nice as well. Love these inner pieces that Art did back at the time. Really, really nice. This book, I don't know if you guys remember, used to be Make the Rounds in Humans number 5. I don't know if it has any key attributes now. Probably a $10 book at this point, but still nice to have. And this is actually in a nice shape. Not bad. Avengers 239. So that's a Dave Letterman classic cover. And this is actually in nice shape. It's a Deadpool 34, which has a little bit of a bend over here, but I think that it does have hold some value. Not too sure if it's like anything more than a $10 book at this shape, but still. Dark Avengers number 1. Not bad. But again, nothing to write home about, but just a nice, probably $5 book. New Mutants number 19. Dark Bear Saga. Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Nice. Thor 344. Ooh, look at that. Oh my God. This is horrible. It'll be a fun book to experiment pressing on. Because otherwise it's nice and glassy, so I'll probably be able to press it and bring it back to, like, you know, fine condition at some point, but still, just for fun. So here's that same comic after a press. I drenched it and in a humidity chamber, and here it is. Look at that. Brand spanking new. Nice and flat. And this is now a very, grading this conservative, this will be a very fine near mint, but most likely a 9.2. Another Art Adams classic, X-Men Annual number 12. And so you're thinking to yourself, why the hell did I buy this lot? Was I bored? Did I not make my calculations right on this one? No. There was one more book that was kind of like hiding in the back of the pictures of that listing that caught my attention. And that book is this guy. Graphic Fantasy number 2, which I believe is the second appearance of Savage Dragon, if I'm not mistaken, by Eric Larson. It's the second book that he drew, and it is actually, in all things considered, after what you saw with the other ones, this is actually not in such a bad shape. And this was also signed and numbered, so I believe there were 450 copies in circulation, and this was like tucked in between like all these comic books there, and I saw it and I was like, wait a second. This book is, if you can find it anywhere, is approximately between $400 or $500, depending on condition. But regardless, I think that like anybody that's collecting these and anybody that's like a Savage Dragon fan or an Erik Larsen fan, this is one of the grail copies of that artist and that property. So that was a good enough reason for me to set my bid at $73.99, which is what I won this auction for. And it came out to $100 after shipping and everything. So for $100, getting all these books plus this guy in there was definitely a big win for me. So there you have it. This is see if this will be cleaned. Yeah, this is a lot of gunk on it. There's another fine edition of unboxing for you with some really nice, interesting gems in there. Oh, and the seller also threw in the DVD tape, or DVD, I'm saying, a VHS tape. Nice. Yeah, so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it, and write me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you next time. Peace.